Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. For over a decade, Julia Bradbury's warm smile and calming voice had become synonymous with the great outdoors. Her BBC and ITV documentaries took millions of viewers on breathtaking walks across the British Isles, from the rugged Lake District to the windswept cliffs of Cornwall. But in late 2024, fans began to notice something unusual. No new episodes, no social media posts, no press appearances. Julia Bradbury had vanished from television. Whispers began to swirl. Was it health-related? A quiet retirement? Something more sinister? With no official statement, speculation filled the silence. But the truth, as it turns out, was stranger and more inspiring than anyone could have imagined. It began quietly. While filming a nature series in the Scottish Highlands in early 2024, Julia had a chance encounter that would change her life. She met a reclusive conservationist named Alistair Quinn, a man who had lived off-grid for over 20 years, dedicating his life to rewilding a vast, hidden valley. Alistair wasn't interested in fame or followers. He didn't even own a phone. But he did have something that stirred something deep within Julia, a vision of hope. In a hidden glen surrounded by ancient Caledonian pines, Alistair had revived a near-lost ecosystem. Lynx tracks were found near the river, rare wildflowers bloomed in the meadows, and above it all, a pair of golden eagles had returned to nest. Julia, whose love for nature was more than just her career, it was her identity, was transfixed. After years of walking through the world's beauty and telling others how precious it was, here was someone quietly doing the work to protect it. Something clicked. She finished the filming, but when she returned to London, she didn't return to her usual rhythm. There were no meetings booked, no pitches made. Instead, Julia packed a bag, gave her agent a cryptic, "I need some time," and disappeared into the Scottish wilds. For nearly a year, Julia lived off-grid with Alistair and a small group of volunteers. She rose with the sun, planted native trees by hand, dug beaver ponds and tracked wildlife. She learned how to survive without electricity, how to read the land, and most importantly, how to listen. Her time in the wild wasn't easy. There were storms, long nights, and moments of doubt. But something remarkable happened. The woman who once brought the outdoors into people's homes began to rediscover what it meant to truly be part of it. The world finally heard from Julia again in July 2025. In a video released on her long-dormant Instagram, she stood in front of a waterfall, her hair tousled by the wind, eyes glowing. "I didn't disappear," she said with a smile. "I found something worth being quiet for." She went on to announce her next project, not a glossy travel series, but a deeply personal documentary titled Rooted, chronicling her year in the rewilded valley and the importance of giving back to the earth. It wasn't just about landscapes anymore. It was about legacy. Today, Julia Bradbury isn't just a TV presenter. She's become a fierce advocate for ecological restoration, launching a foundation that supports grassroots rewilding projects across the UK. She still walks, but now with a shovel in one hand and a seedling in the other. Her disappearance wasn't the end of a career. It was the start of a new chapter. One that proves sometimes stepping away from the spotlight is the most powerful step of all. And for those wondering where Julia Bradbury went, she went back to nature. And she brought it back with her.